Hello and welcome. Today we're reviewing After Earth. Can we call this a movie?
You can call it a 1 hour video. I don't know.
Basically, we don't even need to review this movie because the movie tells us how well it's doing within the first 45 seconds.
Looking at the movie, we found a few problems.
Some like the director,
The actors,
the guy who wrote the screenplay,
the story,
Everything on this planet has evolved to kill humans.
the names.
Nova Prime, the Ursa, Prime Commander Cypher Rage.
and M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan.
So this movie is grade A bad.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, we can get an insight into M. Night Shyamalan's future, which God forbid will ever actually take place. And this future happens to include stupid names,
Stupid buildings,
stingray ships,
cardboard IKEA interiors,
bristle doors,
cling wrap doors,
plastic suits,
and sales.
lots and
Lots of sales.
god damn, there are a lot of sales.
There are like sales in the buildings, sales inside the buildings, sales used as hammocks, sales all over the damn place. Pretty much sales everywhere except on the damn ship.
In fact, there are so many sales, you may as well be on Steam.
Alright, upon further investigation, we find that the story was originally meant to be a father-son camping trip where the father gets injured and the son has to go on a giant adventure to find help for him. But no, Will Smith found better potential, and he goes ahead and makes it
After Earth.
pretty much.
So basically this whole movie went from what would have been a cliche okay story to a cliche really bad story
It's sad.
by M. Night Shyamalan. So let's delve into the story. The story follows a kid, Jaden Smith, with an unnecessarily disturbing past involving a dead sister, blah blah blah, and he works his whole life to prove his worth to his dad who has as many emotions, who has less emotions than a wooden plank, and then they end up going on an adventure and they end up on Earth. Why is anyone surprised about that?
Do you know where we are?
No, sir.
This is Earth.
It was in the damn title, wasn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, so there's impending doom in the form of a blind alien. I'm glad he's blind, at least he wasn't able to see the movie. So, yeah, and then Jaden manages to prove that all he needed to do was a little Will Smith power. So, coming to the acting.
Yeah.
In fact, the acting was so good, we're going to reenact our favorite scene from the movie.
Room, sir?
Denied! Sit down!
I'm going to my room.
Are you asking me or are you telling me?
May I go to my room, sir?
Denied! Sit down!
I'm already sitting.
Sit down! Denied! So, Ram, what was wrong with the story?
Well, we have the crappy side plot in which his sister gets killed by an Ursa.
It was completely unnecessary, but frankly, it would have made a better movie than the one they actually ended up producing. And also, on another note, evolution. M. Night Shyamalan does not know how it works. Because here we see Will Smith saying,
Everything on this planet has evolved to kill humans.
evolution does not work that way. How did everything on Earth evolve to kill people when people were not there? And evolution does not happen within 1,000 years. Did they even consult like anyone regarding this movie? And also this scene.
I detected graviton vibrations in the hull.
But you detected how?
Graviton buildup could be a precursor to mass expansion. That storm could be on us in minutes.
But sir, mass expansion is 1 in a million.
So yeah, this scene could have pretty much been blah blah blah, science, science, science.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Graviton, science, science, science. That was it. That's what you need.
We didn't understand.
I didn't understand.
Neither. This is like all the jargon they could get, they just shoved it into this one scene.
Okay, so another problem with the movie is how the whole planet just freezes over. You know what I mean? In a wave. It freezes.
It successively just goes by like that. How do they get so much information about the planet?
Yeah, that's another problem. They have a whole freaking 3D map.
The Man of Steel stuff.
Yeah.
They just like the pinpricks.
And they have no satellites. They have no prior.
I think in the beginning of the movie there's one satellite and it's beeping red, which is probably the only satellite that tells them, do not come here, they are going to film a movie.
Yeah, it's like disaster zone here. So yeah, basically. And other than that, there aren't any satellites there. They haven't scanned the world 1,000 years ago, and even if they did, those are going to be pretty damn outdated, you know what I mean?
Yeah, evolution took over, so obviously something is wrong with the rest of the planet. So yet another problem among the many in this movie was that Earth, according to Will Smith, was meant to be extremely deadly and everything had evolved to kill humans.
Specifically humans. Humans have gone away 1,000 years
But they were plotting and planning and some conspiracy theory, but neither of us found it that way. Earth actually looked pretty good after he climbs out of the wreckage. He sees those buffalo wildebeest things roaming about, and he's like, whoa, this is so cool. The only thing that tried to kill him was the leech on his hand, which failed, and his pride, which may have succeeded, if it wasn't for Will Smith's inspirational words.
Danger is very real, but fear is a choice.
So, like, there were so many other things that were potential threats, but then they just didn't seem like them. They were meant to be, but they didn't come out that way.
Like the tiger things, for instance.
The tiger things weren't even interested in. They were interested in the eagle's chicks, and the eagle wasn't even a threat. I mean, it got him. We were like, oh god, he is dead. The movie's finally going to get over. But no, it took him to
its nest.
Its nest as a foster child or food. I don't know.
Isn't that a cliche? Bird comes, takes the guy to its nest.
Yes, it is. Anyway, and the monkeys, the apes. He shot first. He threw the rock first, just like Hans shot first.
Another problem with After Earth was the emotional side plots. For example,
There were emotional side plots.
They were very emotional. Not. For example, yeah, thank you. For example, the whole Kitai's sister being slaughtered by an Ursa, that was unnecessary.
That was just dumb. As if it was like every single movie where they want to show you the character building up from the bottom depths to the top. He has to have a tragic backstory.
He has to have trauma. He has to be.
He has to. And so like once they couldn't just give him a fresh start. No, it had to be like his sister is dead. Now he has to climb to the tops.
He has to become a ghost.
Yeah.
And then another one was the chicks. They say, fine, dead sister, that's not enough for you. Fine, we'll kill these chicks off. What did the chicks ever do to you? And then the eagle.
Oh. Yeah, the eagle. Oh man.
Basically what happens is the whole planet's freezing over. Kitai is like freezing in a corner somewhere, and then the bird comes in and he's like, here you go, I'll put you in a little...
Because you know, I've met you like once, but...
And I'm programmed to kill you, but nope, I'll put you in this little leaf house and I'm going to freeze myself to death over here.
Because you were with my chicks when they died, and I don't see you as a potential threat to me, or that you killed them, but whatever, I'll save you.
I don't blame you. That's it. I'm going to save you.
The movie was as emotional as the camera that filmed it. It wasn't. Basically, it gives you these emotional scenes which you really don't care about. Like, here is Kitai's dead sister. What? How come you're not sad enough? Weren't you sad enough that this movie was made? Here you go. Here are the chicks. They have died. You're not sad? The mama eagle dies. You have to be sad now.
It didn't work, did it?
I was bored. Like,
Alright, so next up, we're going to talk about memorable lines.
whoa. We're not. We let the actors do it for us.
Danger is very real, but fear is a choice.
Everything on this planet has evolved to kill humans.
Going to my room.
Are you asking me or telling me?
May I go to my room, sir?
Denied! Sit down!
My suit's turned black. I like it, but I think it's something bad.
You want to die? Today that is fine, but you're not going to kill me.
Take a knee!
She's a dead stick! Entrance 1 and 2 are offline! We're losing her!
And you think I'm a coward? You're wrong! I'm not a coward! You're the coward! I'm not a coward!
Denied!
Most trees are blue.
I can't see.
Don't worry, Jaden. Your eyes aren't real.
If babies could talk, they'd be the most intelligent creatures on earth.
Honestly, they have about 5 more years until the entire industry is a graveyard.
Every single decision you make will be life or death.
Don't let people tell you Jack. Hashtag live.
You want to die? Today that is fine, but you're not going to kill me.
Dying is mainstream. Hashtag money.
Don't follow, just listen and make your own path.
So, in conclusion, after Earth had quite a lot of potential in the beginning,
I actually wouldn't go so far as to say a lot. It had pretty good actors. Actually, one good actor, which they didn't even give him a good enough role. And the story was cheesy, but it devolved into something even worse. So, yeah, it basically failed whatever it was trying to accomplish. So, what kind of rating would you give this movie?
well, I'd give it 2 Jaden Smith tweets out of 10 rejected film scripts.
Yeah, seems about right.